we're known for our nose and our lips and our skin, right? When you change every element of that, there are some that might believe you have a problem being black. But then to just assail somebody else's blackness when it's obvious, it ain't an original black nose in the Jackson family. Not one.
And I love, like, it just makes sense. And I didn't think of it before when it broke like 2 months ago. But how can Janet Jackson question somebody else's blackness and their whole family got an issue with their own internal blackness? I don't understand why more black folks didn't call her out. Alright, so one thing I'm pretty sure that we can agree on is that throughout this entire or this past election cycle, no one, Trump or Harris or none of their team, were talking about issues that had substance. You know, like, no one really wanted to tap in to healthcare in the situations with that and trying to improve on top of that. Nobody wanted to talk about low wage jobs, and no matter what Harris wanted to give to people, having low quality jobs that didn't pay a livable wage wasn't going to help anything. No one was telling Trump that, you know, slapping tariffs on every single country and every single import, export, whatever, like, is not going to make the price of eggs go down. It's not going to make things cheaper. No one wants to talk about education being unaffordable and trying to figure out how to get people access to opportunities in education. Nobody wants to talk about that. But one thing that will always irk me, that will always wake me up in the middle of the night in cold sweat, okay, it happened last night, and just images and hearing voices talking about, is Harris black? Is she really black? How black is she? Is she 49% black? Ooh, like, that's all I keep hearing, you know, and it bugs me because black people, my people, were stuck in those endless loop, dark holes, black hole conversations of nonsense, you know, and just to make things worse, I'm going to give you some statistics. And you tell me if Harris being black or any conversation that was linked to it trumps, no pun intended, any of these issues right here. When it comes to education costs, average annual tuition and fees, 27,000 public institutions, 45,000 for private institutions in 2022-2023. Median student loan debt in 2022 was $19,000. You tell me, should we talk about that or talk about how black Harrison is? You tell me. Okay, let me know. I'm for real. I need to know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I need to be investigating like Candace Owens, like who her grandparents were. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Let's keep going. As of 2023, approximately 46 million Americans hold student loan debts, with the total outstanding balance exceeding $1.6 trillion. The average borrower owes around $30,000. This debt burdens affects individuals across various age groups, within those aged 35 to 49 holding nearly $635 billion in outstanding education debt. You probably don't understand what I'm saying because you haven't paid for your debt. So once again, what are we going to talk about here? Are we going to learn our lesson in the next 2 years? Or are we going to learn our next in the next 4 years? I don't know. It gets worse. Healthcare. Per capita, healthcare spending is approximately $13,000 in 2022. Do we need to talk about that? Out-of-pocket healthcare expenses is $1,400 annually. 72 million Americans skipped necessary care due to cost. Do we need to talk about how black she acts? Her accent what college she went to, how many black friends, how many, rap artists does she know? Or do we talk about healthcare and how to solve that issue? Once again, I'm confused here. In 2024, report by Oxfam indicated that more than 39 million U.S. workers, or 23% of the workforce, earn less than $17 an hour. In a 2019 analysis found that 53 million Americans aged from 18 to 64, roughly 44% of all workers, have low-wage jobs with median hourly earnings of $10 and a median annual earning of $17,000. Hey, or we could talk about, does she know Tupac is dead or not? Do you understand the BS that people love to wrap their brains around and get so clinged onto that for so long? Now we got Trump in office. Now we're trying to figure out, is he really going to decrease prices? Is he really going to handle health care? Is he really going to put more money in our pockets? And he doesn't have a single plan. But I guarantee you, there's people out there who knows Harris's grandparents and knows her grandparents. But I love this right here. D.L. Hughley talking about Janet Jackson, and she was one of the idiots that wanted to put her foot in her mouth to say the dumbest things possible, adding nothing to the conversation that's important. She is a mega superstar. She can say something positive and people can cling on to it and continue the conversation. But no, of course, we have idiots with money and no intellectual skills putting in their 2 cents that mean nothing. But that's why I love people like D.L. Hughley. He is the person that can tell people like Janet Jackson how it is, and she's going to hear it. And I need her to understand that people know that she is a dumb ass. And that's what I love. You know what I'm saying? D.L. Hughley is going to say things that my heart, I wish people could hear me say. But let's take a listen. Oh, I love this.
Well, during the election, Janet Jackson questioned Kamala's race.
Sure.
And you said it's a little ironic to question whether someone is black while breathing through the nose of a white woman.
I mean,
Y'all said that Janet had malicious intent when she questioned Kamala's race.
I do. I believe that. I believe that somebody who changes their nose, which is we're known for our nose and our lips and our skin, right? When you change every element of that, there are some that might believe you have a problem being black. But then to just assail somebody else's blackness when it's obvious, it ain't an original black nose in the Jackson family. Not one.
And I love, like, it just makes sense. And I didn't think of it before when it's broke like 2 months ago. But how can Janet Jackson question somebody else's blackness and their whole family got an issue with their own internal blackness? I don't understand why more black folks didn't call her out. It just boggles me. Like, hold on, time out, hold on, wait a minute, okay? Hey, Miss Janet Jackson, if you nasty, okay? You say what about Harris? No. Let's talk about your issues. But no, everyone just going along with it. Is she more Indian? Is she, 29% black? Just the dumbest ish I have heard coming out of human lips. It bugged me then, and it really bugs me now, if you can't tell. You know what I'm saying? We want to talk about something, an issue that is constructed through time. Your blackness is depending on your perspective of blackness. So how can you tell another individual that they're not really black, or they're not black enough, or anything in between. Oh, sweet God. And usually those are the people who are having internal battles within themselves on loving their own blackness. Remember that.
Don't nobody look like they did on the Jackson 5.
Well, not the kids, but the mom. The mom.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody who got money looked like they did in the pictures. And even that.
Did Tito have a nose? No, I think Tito's nose.
I don't know. He might have been there. Even that was a joke. Like, to me, you can assess what my motives were, but I told a funny joke. It was funny.
Do you think that Michael Jackson wanted to be white?
I think that.
By the way, have you ever met Michael Jackson?
Of course.
You have?
I have.
What was that like?
Meeting. I think Michael Jackson is among the most artistically gifted beings that ever walked the face of the earth.
I agree.
So it was like that.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that I watched him be a young black kid in Gary, Indiana, and die an old white woman in the valley. I mean, right. It's just so I don't know. What do you? I think that if you're, it's funny because what people do is they make all kinds of excuses. All I know is everything black about him was different.
Mm-hmm. And we can leave it at that. Once again, to my black viewers, to my black brothers and sisters out there, if you're watching me, okay, I just have one thing to ask you, okay? It's not a lot, okay? Trust me, hey, I would never ask you to do something I would never do myself, okay? I need us. And, you know, statistically speaking, if you look at the results of 2024, black folks, we actually showed up and showed out for the Democratic Party, which I know is a whole nother conversation, but at least we didn't sell out and just vote for a racist idiot like Trump. So I appreciate that. But for the black folks that didn't vote for Harris, because there's folks that didn't vote for Harris because of X, Y, and Z reasons, it's not about Harris, okay? It's about the principle. But one thing that I noticed that a lot of black folks were clinging on to, for whatever reason, God help me, is questioning her blackness. And letting, for some reason, somehow, some way, let that be a deterrent of you voting for that individual. You know what? I'm going to tell you guys a secret, okay? I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys, okay? Hey, say what you want about me, but I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care if Harris took a DNA test right now and it came out to be she's full Indian. I would not give 2 F's about that. Hey, let's go a little deeper, okay? Hey, I don't care if she took a DNA test and she was a full-grown man. Hey, let's go a little deeper. I don't care if she was an alien, okay? Straight from another universe. I would not care. Because you know why? Because like adults, we care about policies. That's the only thing that matters to me. I don't care if she goes on Joe Rogan or she went on Hassan Piker's podcast or whatever the issue is. I don't care if she's likable. I don't care if she's, you know, a cool person. You know, I don't care if she smokes weed. I don't care if she knows hip hop or rap artists. I don't care. I just want the policies that will help me and other folks like myself. Because contrary to popular belief, government is supposed to be serving its citizens, not the other way around. Hey, hello, I might be crazy here. So this whole talk of, you know, are they likable? You know, is she really black? They should go to a HBCU. Like, hey, guys, hey, it's time to grow up. Can we do that? You know what I'm saying? At least within my lifetime. You know, take it back to the basics, back to the things that really matter. Because black folks, hey, we can make a difference in anything. Anything we put our collective minds to, we can make a difference. And if we wanted to, we can actually turn this Democratic Party into our favor. And look at the numbers. Half of Hispanics didn't want to vote for the Democratic Party. What, almost 80% didn't white folks didn't want to vote for the Democratic Party. It just seems like it's just us in here now. So maybe, just maybe, we get behind the steering wheel. But it takes a little balls, okay? But hey, okay, you know what? I'm sorry. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for watching this video. If you agree or disagree with anything I said in this video, let me know in the comments down below, or hit that Discord button so me and you can have that one-on-one talk. And like always, let's have that conversation.